Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Lord of the Rings battle for you today, but this time we are not in the Third Age and we are not playing Rise of Mordor. We are here in the Second Age with the Last Alliance mod once again. This is for Shogun 2. If you do not know this mod, it is a really cool mod. I really enjoy it playing it, and yeah, it's still in like sort of early development. There are only a few factions. The Elves of Lindon here is one of the factions available. As you can see, they are now marching forward. But they are attacking here today. And we have two Lindon armies attacking here on this great fortress that is held by the Empire of Numenor. So this is going to be a really fun siege, I can tell you. I just went with a couple of my subs. I've forgotten what to call them, sub mods there. They are definitely not sub mods. Yeah, I did this with a couple of my subs. It was a really fun battle too, and it takes a little bit of sorting out does the multiplayer with this mod, but once it is sorted, it is well worthwhile. It's really fun, and I can't wait until there's more factions available, because it will certainly make this mod very fun to play. I mean, it always really fun to play. I mean, like, Shogun looks amazing, it really does. And then once that's sorted, once all the factions are sorted, it's gonna look amazing having huge armies of elves and orcs and dwarves and all sorts of other evil factions and good factions here today. On the battlefield would look amazing. It will look just brilliant. You can look at that. Look at the elves just firing over. The arcing of the arrows looks amazing. It really does. What are they even firing at the moment? They're actually firing with some Numenorean swords. Actually already reduced these guys so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at that. Just ripping through them. Already 50 of them dead. Wow. Yeah, look at them. Not looking so good, are you, Numenor? Oh, and this is just perfect timing, really. I mean, if you haven't seen already in Lord of the Rings news, they have announced a premiere date for the Lord of the Rings series that is going to be on Amazon. So I'm really excited for that. I hope you guys are as well. Let me know if you are pumped for that in the comments. I'm certainly getting ready. But look at this, Numenorians as well firing through these little gaps, and that series is going to be set in the Second Age as well, so that's this sort of period. So you're going to see the Numenorians, and you're also going to see the elves fighting against Sauron and his forces of evil. So that'll be great. So this oh my gosh, this unit, by the way, is just getting focused down. This is all four of my archer units are firing on this one unit of Numenorian archers, and I just did not give them a moment's rest, and they are getting reduced to nothing. How they've not broken, I don't know, but there you go. But yeah, if you're enjoying seeing Last Alliance and would like to see some more of this mod, I certainly would like to show off more of these sort of battles that I did. We did some really good ones, and really close ones. Then feel free to leave a like, subscribe from around here, and a comment to show your support as well. I've got some Sindar Light Axemen. They're rushing for the walls. In Shogun 2, yeah, you don't need siege towers, you just climb up the walls. It's kind of a funny little thing, but I guess that's just kind of how it was in Japan at the time. So I guess they can't really change that across. Maybe it'd be cool if they could add siege equipment to the mod. That would be really cool. Have some siege towers coming in and stuff like that, and have some custom settlements would be also really cool. But it seems like Sindar Light Axemen are going to be the first across. Obviously they are light axemen, so they're going to take a lot of casualties from arrows. And they're going in against some Numenorian swords. And there we go. We have the first clash. And we've got friendly fire hitting some of the axemen. It looks awesome. The blood splatter as well. The other elven army is on its way. It's on this hill at the moment. So they are getting ready as well. A lot of Sindar Light Axemen over here as well. And we've got Noldor archers. It's like Numenor knows the elves are there. Imagine if you were looking from their point of view in real life. You know the elves are there, and then you just see this horde just appear out of the mist. But yeah, go back over. Let's go back over to the other side. And the battle is raging on. Sindar Light Axemen down here fighting against Numenorian swords. But yeah, if you'd like to get involved in some of these sort of battles, if you're I want to get involved in some Last Alliance, I really like the mod. And I'd like to get involved, then feel free to join the Discord. Links down below in the description. I also leave a link to the mod if you haven't already got it, so you can easily find it. That will also be in the description. And yeah, it's a pretty simple download you just stick it in your data file of your Attila mod. Or your Attila game, sorry. I'm sure there is a how to install, which is on their Discord actually as well. Yeah, I mean, this just looks awesome. It really does. We actually have some Sindar Light Axemen that have assailed the second layer of the wall. These guys aren't doing so well. They're kind of pinned. Look at them. They're pinned in right by the between the wall and like this armored swordsman. So this is a slightly better sword unit. The most elite sword unit which there is this unit. This is by far and away the most elite sword unit in the game, I'd say. I'll go as far as saying. Not much of a statement at the moment, but these Numenorian faithful of the Golden King are nasty. Like, these guys rip units up. I actually don't know that they've got a sword in hand. Yeah, they've got axes. I just realised they have axes after all this. But they are down as a sword unit. But they are pretty damn nasty. And yeah, definitely don't get in the way of these guys. They will kill a lot. I mean, they've actually lost quite a lot of men already. But yeah, the other Elven army is now also starting to assault his, look at this, all these Sindar Axemen just rushing from one gate, from one wall, and they're trying to rush to the next one so they just don't get gunned down by archers. Because they will. These archers will just focus them down. You can see them through there. These guys don't have the greatest armor in the world. It's pretty decent, but not like great. And their charge bonus and stuff is really good. They have a 20 charge bonus. Like, look at all the archers and stuff preparing. Oh, it looks awesome. Shogun just looks amazing. All these archers on the gate, ready to go. They're like, quickly, fire, men, fire! The elves are coming. And yeah, so they're going to start their assault. My next wave of troops is starting to arrive. I'm bringing up some Noldor light spears. So these are like the cheaper version of the Noldorian troops. They're pretty good. And my most elite troops are back here. We still have the like the Noldor heavy spears to come in, or they're just the Noldor spears there to come in. And then I have my general, which today is a High King Guard. His silver armor looks awesome. But yeah, so the first sort of tier is starting to break. Though I am losing a lot of men. These Sindar Axemen are starting to die, sort of like that. Right, I've got some spears in here now as well. I've got some light spears trying to join the fight, get involved. Spears are actually pretty good in this mod. Like, they're not like bad. Most of the elite units in this mod, I'd say, are spears. Certainly the
army is running from the field.
Okay, thank you.
Rally our men before all is lost.
He's very loud, isn't he? Certainly the Numenorian like elite units are spears. Apart from like the Numenorian faithful of the Gold King or whatever it's called. What is that? Yeah, Golden King. Yeah, down to 39 men. They got focused down. Don't think the elves really gave them a moment's break. Got another one over here, which is a fresh unit though. They're gonna have a lot more joy, I imagine. They're gonna probably cut down a lot of these guys though. That Axeman there, just I don't know. Actually, you know what? These Sindar Axemen, I'll give them a chance. They might do okay. But yeah, Numenorian spears are a very elite unit. And the Harad unit is a hybrid, like the elite unit for them, infantry, if you take that into mind. They're probably a better cav. Is a hybrid spear and arch unit. So I guess still technically a spear. And then, as you've seen with the elves have elite spears. They don't have any swords at the moment. Hopefully they will get like a double-handed sword unit. I think the next update coming is for the elves. So they're getting a better roster, because that is what we're currently looking at. Is like Numenor has had a redone roster, so they have like the most fleshed out roster now. They basically have the entire roster done. I'd say bar some knights, they're pretty much good to go. But yeah, well, I'm looking forward to seeing like more Lindon units for sure. And look at this, these Numenorian archers are probably racking up kills up here. I mean, you can see sword through there what they're firing at, but I mean they're firing all into this mess down here, which is just, it's not the biggest mess in the world now. It's not like there aren't loads of units here. But the Numenorians being forced back against the wall by the light spears of Lindon. And the heavy spears are now inside the settlement. They're taking some casualties. They look glorious. So they really do. The models, of course, and all the shields work because you got to think in Shogun 2, shields don't work. Like like the animations works for the shields because in vanilla they don't have shields. So that all those animations have to be added in by the modder themselves. So they've done a really, really good job there. Always a lovely little fact I love to remember. Something that you don't really think about too much.
Has almost run out. May I suggest, my lord, we concentrate on just one target.
Oh, someone's run out of ammo. There you go. Apparently, archers starting to run out of ammo. That's not a good sign because the archers have been doing so well, helping us push through.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
I mean, well done, mate. They are under attack. You're correct. But yeah, I mean, we are slowly making gains here. I mean, the Numenorian and the faithful the Golden King here cannot hold on forever. There is only a few of them left. There's 48 of them left. They are losing. They're just getting overwhelmed by this just horde of Sindar-like axemen. You can see them here, like one of them here, with his awesome sort of like winged helmet on. They're disappearing into a bit of a sea of elves at the moment. They're fighting a bit back to back. We've got yeah, and they're actually, are they starting to be broken? Yeah, they're wavering now. It's not a good sign. Look at this, the elves.
Our army is running from the field.
Look at this, the elves
we must rally our men before all
firing
is
just
lost.
volley after volley. It's awesome, really is. And they all have the Battle of the Middle Earth like voices and stuff like that. And they've just cleared out everything here. There's a mass rout here. And you can see that they're onto the final defense over here. And oh, that looks awesome. Look at the fire off that. It looks beautiful. I'm gonna have to do more Shogun 2, even if it's just vanilla. Like, it is just beautiful.
Elves, over here. Seize it, the wind.
The elves here just clearly wanting to burn this settlement to the ground. But yeah, our Farazon here, which is like the unique general unit for Empire Numenor, he is doing his bit. He's a pike unit, which is also going to be a sword and shields. It's a really versatile unit. But yeah, it is an awesome unit. Look at that. And golden armor as well. You know that's elite. Yeah, they're holding back a lot of axemen right now. We've got Numenor and archers still doing their bit. They're focusing down into all the elves down here. The defenders are a little bit outnumbered, but they are doing their best. And yeah, unfortunately, they have given away the point. The point was actually here. They're trying to hold in this just like little center. They're actually, the point was right here.
Our
So they,
foe is utterly vanquished.
unfortunately, they are
Let
looking
all
like
who
they're going to get
remember this
defeated.
day
And
remember it
yeah,
as the day
there you
of
go.
our
I mean,
most
unfortunately, it
glorious
wasn't probably one of the
victory.
closest sieges in the world. I mean, as you can see, it is going to go probably to the elves. Because the elves' like range is just so good that they can just outrange an enemy. Basically, also like the archers that were brought by the Empire Numenor just weren't up to the match. But they obviously have less money, so they have to like spread their money thin across all sort of like infantry, archers, generals, cav if they wanted to bring any. But cav's okay in this, but Numenor hasn't got any good cav, unfortunately, at the moment. The elves have some pretty good cav. The elves are pretty just generally good in every area at the moment, bar swords. But I guess you could say the axe unit is pretty good. But there you go. I think they've actually managed to stop the capture here because this Numenorian faithfuls come in. These guys are just everywhere. Oh, and maybe not. They did not stop in time. There you go, a close victory. And we'll end the battle and we'll quickly have a quick look at some of the end results. But yeah, it was a very quick siege. I probably could have done some, showed you some there. Could have showed you some slow-mos. There you go. But yeah, Shogun sieges are really fast-paced. But yeah, it was just a little show-off, little of the mod again. We've not done any sieges for it, so we felt like do a siege, show it off, and show off how strong the elves are. Like, they are strong. I mean, Numenor's not a slacker either, so I mean, it shows how good they were. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to, like, if we do the elves again, we'll have to like limit them on what archers and stuff they can bring. But yeah, like, still lost a lot of men. But yeah, this one was I was playing as this one. Mythic was playing on my side. We had heads and we had Adams on the defense. But yeah, we'll have a quick look at some of the unit stats. I think my like most kills. Yeah, my archers, no surprise there. 172 kills. These guys just got insanely good kills. Lost 0 men as well. 164 kills with the Sindar Axeman. Then my archers again. There you go. Then heads is like best unit. Was his faithful, no surprise there, with 134 kills. Mythic's best unit was his axeman with 144. And then Adams' best was his Numenorian archer with 163. So I think I was facing Adams, I think, because I didn't really face any of these Numenorian faithful. I didn't really face anything stronger than armored swords, which is still a pretty good unit. But yeah, I got the most kills at 1500, and then it was Mythic, and then Adams, then Heads. And yeah, there you go. That is the siege. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did and would like to see more Last Alliance, like I said, do remember leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support as always. And feel free to join the Discord as well if you want to get involved in Last Alliance or just generally some Total War action. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.